How y'all doing? How y'all doing? It's Dame Leggett. It is Pine Forge Academy's alumni weekend in 2014. I'm out here, representing the PFA alumnus and the athletic legends from years past. I'm one of many in a long line of athletes that came through Pine Forge, and left a legacy of just killing on the basketball court. As you can see where we at my second home. The reason why I'm here is because, as you know, as you've heard, we have put together a foundation called the Falcon Foundation, and we started a challenge. We started a challenge to challenge the different classes at Pine Forge, alumni classes, to participate in the challenge and match what my class, the class of '93, and other classes who are participating are in. So that's one challenge. But I wanted to come today and speak to all of my other alumni, hoop heroes, male and female, because we got a special challenge for y'all. I have learned through my experience through the years why God gave me the ability to be the athlete that I am, and to do the things on the court and off the court that I've been able to do. After leaving Pine Forge, I started using my talents and abilities in hooping to do outreach. So when I got to Chicago, we started a outreach program called the Break the Cycle Survivors Program, where we were mentoring young youth. But I would get the youth that was in my mentoring program from hooping in the city. So I would go out, I would hoop in the summer tournaments, in the summer league or whatever. And then the relationship that I built up with the young people then gave me the opportunity to pivot and say, listen, man, you ain't got to be on these streets, man. It's something better out here than being on these streets. Matter of fact, I can show you what I do, what I did to put myself through college, put food on the table for my kids, and it's all legal. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to be looking over your shoulders. And from that, y'all see, that's the next generation. Yeah, say what's up to the Pine Forge Academy Falcons, PFA Falcons, D. Leggett #2, Junior. Say what's up.
What's up?
What's up? Yes.
Daddy.
I'm finishing the story. Give me a second, all right? All right. So, back to the story. Listen, y'all. So, what I'm saying is, within the Falcon Nest Foundation, we also have a category. The Falcon Nest Foundation, we're going to provide full scholarships to worthy students. And normally when you hear scholarships and Pine Forge, you always think academics, all right? So, because I am an athlete, because I am one of those legends, I consider myself to be one of the golden age historians of Pine Forge Academy. Like, I mean, I was there. I witnessed Skip Peace and Reg and Jay Moore and Kevin Sampson and Dorwin Lyles and John Moore and Brian Street and Michael Broyles and Tim Prevette and Dame Jackson and Dame Leggett and Moncrief Michaels and Myron Edmonds and Daniel Faulkner and my main man Will and man, the list goes on and on and on. And I'm talking about, these is legends. These is all legends that I pay homage to. You feel me? But I ain't take a back seat to none of them either. If you come up in my generation, in my era, I held it down for PFA. And so I'm reaching out to y'all. I'm challenging y'all. We're going to do a challenge. All right. When I got there to Pine Forge Academy, there's a group of gentlemen on the campus called R.A.K.E.M. Right? And these gentlemen, these was the big men on campus. These were the men that was responsible for us turning into the men. All right. So what I decided was, we want to do a challenge. We want to do a challenge called R.A.K.E.M. All right. R.A.K.E.M. The R.A.K.E.M. challenge goes like this: random acts of kindness. What I did with my talents and my abilities, I reached out and I've been mentoring kids for almost 20 years. All right. Using my athletic ability. And what we're going to do is, I'm reaching out and I'm going to challenge y'all. I'm going to challenge y'all athletes, y'all legends that went to Pine Forge, male and female. Melody Bell, my girl, Crystal Darby, Natola Houston, Kanisha Leggett. I'm talking about male and female who passed through those doors. I'm challenging my athletic legends, right? Because we want to also sponsor athletes to go to Pine Forge. All right. You want to be the next athlete to go to Pine Forge Academy? Yes.
Daddy, give me your key.
All right, I'm gonna give you your key, but first we're gonna get you a scholarship to go and hoop at Pine Forge Academy. All right? Okay. So for real, seriously though, y'all, what we doing at Falcon Foundation is we gonna identify a group of young people, a group of athletes around the country who wouldn't have access to be able to go to Pine Forge Academy, and we gonna do full scholarships and send these athletes to our school. All right? And so what my challenge is, I'm gonna show y'all. First, I'm gonna do the ice water bucket challenge. All right, because this is where I got the idea from, and I'm paying homage to the ice water bucket challenge that brings awareness to ALS. All right, it brings awareness to ALS, but we also have all type of things that are killing our community. We got the school to prison pipeline, right? We got the prison industrialized complex, where African American and Hispanic males all throughout the country are basically the new form of free labor, free slavery, pretty much, right? And through the whole time that Pine Forge Academy has been there and been in existence, we have an awesome track record of producing African American men and women to be successful in life. But more people should have the opportunity to go through those doors and experience that. All right. And the only barrier is finances, really. So let's remove some of these barriers and let's open it up. And by us coming together and us contributing to this Falcon Foundation, by y'all taking this challenge, all right, the R.A.K.E.M challenge works like this: random act of kindness. I'm going to show you a series of random acts of kindness that I've done using my athletic abilities to bless some at-risk young people. And that's my challenge. I want you to film a random act of kindness that you use to reach out to some young people. All right? If those people who I named earlier, if you don't accept this challenge and if you don't do that random act of kindness, then you can just contribute $1,000 a piece to the Falcon Foundation. Either you do the contribution $1,000 or you do the random act of kindness, and you can just make a general donation if you want to do that. All right, so that's the challenge. All right, random act of kindness, R.A.K.E.M. All right, so with that said, all of the people that I named before, I challenge you this day on alumni weekend to be an athletic contributor, all right, to the Falcon Foundation. And what the foundation is going to do to identify the people that we're going to send, all right, I have a list. I have all of my jerseys from when I was doing the coaching from 1999 to the present day in Chicago. We start down here. This bottom row was when I was in Chicago. These three. Then when I got to Orlando, you know, that's the AAU for the young girls. And let me say this: I got two kids in Pine Forge Academy. My son Xavier Leggett and my daughter Deja Leggett. And all of their lives, they have made sacrifices, and they've been on all of these teams. All right, since the time they were 6 years old, going to the Michael Finley camps, the Shannon Brown camps in Chicago, the Corey Maggette camp, and then when we was down here, AAU team to AAU team, middle school, coaching at the middle school, Dundee Ridge Middle. All of these places is places where I used my athletic ability and reached out to the young people in the community and became their coach, and then used that connection to take them in another direction to break the negative cycles in their life. All right, so that's my challenge. Use your athletic ability to get close to some kids, do a random act of kindness, and film that random act of kindness and put it up. All right, and then challenge somebody else in the alumni community to do the same. Another athletic legend that you know, that you went to school with, that you looked up to, and had them take the challenge. And if they don't put the random act of kindness up, then they owe the Falcon Nest Foundation. They got to make a contribution of $1,000 to the Falcon Nest Foundation. And what we're going to do with the proceeds from this is we're going to do two things. First thing we're going to do, I've reached out to the organizers who put together the Michael Finley, the Corey McGetty, and the Shannon Brown camps in Chicago. And they are going to put together an invitational tournament. All right, it's called the K3-6 Falcon Academy Skills Academy. The K3-6 Falcon Skills Academy. We're gonna have a skills academy after school to identify those young people from around the country who had the skills to be able to go through the scholarship process and be selected to go to Pine Forge. And then we're also going to do an invitational tournament where we're going to invite Christian academies and regular high schools to come down to the Disney Wild World of Sports, where they had the AAU National Championships every year right here in Orlando. We're going to get the facilities. We're going to have an invitational tournament between Pine Forge and all of these other schools. And we're putting that together. And that's what the proceeds is going to do. And that's how we're going to identify these young people that we're going to invite out to give the scholarships to. It's an awesome campaign. It's something awesome that we can contribute to, and we can use our talents and our abilities that God gave us as athletes to do outreach and bring people to the kingdom as well. All right? So that's the challenge, the R.A.K.EM challenge, random acts of kindness for the Falcon Nest Foundation. Let's go, y'all. Peace.